Hey, can you hurry up and bring that car around? We are all still waiting for you outside, and we don't have all day to be doing this.
I'm sorry for the wait, but right now I'm getting myself ready to go. I didn't think all of you would be outside the house waiting for me to come get you already.
Huh? You've only just started getting yourself ready now? What does that mean? Did you end up sleeping in or something like that? Seriously? I cannot believe you do something like this on a day like today. I spent all this time and money getting everything set up for the family, and this is how you're going to treat it?
Well, it's just that I was told we'd be leaving at 9 a.m. today.
Are you trying to say that it's my fault that you're running late right now to pick us up? We're going on vacation, and you think we'd want to leave at 9? That's way too late. The plan was for us to all leave here at 7 a.m. And that's because we'll have a plane to catch soon, and I don't want us to be late. But it's all because of you now that our plans are going to be pushed back for the day. And we might not even make it in time for this plane. Gosh dang it!
I'll hurry myself up and get all my things ready to go. Just give me like 10 more minutes and I'll be right down there with the car.
Well, it doesn't matter now. We'll take the car now and go ahead of you to the airport. You really are a useless woman, aren't you, Sarah? You're like a middle schooler at this point, not even waking up in time for any of the morning plans we've set.
But I made sure to check with you all again and again about the time. And you always told me that the plan was to leave at 9 a.m. today. So you can't just expect me to know all about this being at 7 a.m. when you were telling me 9 a.m.
I never said anything like that to you. And even if I did say that time, 9 a.m. is far too late for us, and you should have known we'd want to leave sooner. Don't tell me that you stayed up really late again last night drawing pictures again.
Then tell me why you didn't wake me up sooner if you thought I'd accidentally sleep in.
Are you seriously still in middle school or something? You're going to start blaming us for not waking you up this morning now? Someone who would have had to start using that as an excuse is totally lame, and I can't stop laughing about it.
But you came into my room this morning and took a coat from out of my room, right? I wanted to know what was going on that early in the morning, but you never said anything to me.
And so what that I came and took a coat from there? It's cold at this time of morning, and since we are out here waiting for you, I thought I'd borrow it.
So you just chose not to wake me up then when you saw me still sleeping there? All just so you could blame me now for something that is literally not my fault? It's weird of you to not wake me up when you were getting that coat out of the room and you saw me there. I seriously don't understand the mentality you have.
Ugh, you're really getting annoying. If you really have all this time to just sit on your phone pointing your finger at me, then you should be using that time to get ready. We're going to head out ahead of you now since you're late. If you're late to the plane, then we're going to leave you here, all right?
Ugh, all right then.
Hey, do you think you'll make it here in time?
I'm in a taxi right now heading to the airport, so I think I'll be there in time to board the plane with you guys. If not, can you tell the gate agent to just hold on a little longer for me to get there? At the very latest, I'll be ready to get on like 10 minutes before they plan to close the doors.
Jesus. I'm pissed at you right now for not being awake with the rest of us, so you better get your butt here on time. Sleeping in for 2 hours like that was completely stupid of you, you know that? We had all been planning on this vacation for weeks, and you decide today was the best day to get that beauty sleep?
And I was told by your sister that we'd be leaving the house at 9 a.m. today. And this morning when she came into the room, she didn't even bother to wake me up when she saw me still sleeping. She did that just so that she could blame me for all this. I'm telling you, this is just another time where she's messing with me too much.
What? No matter how hard you try to make her look bad, she'd never do anything like that to you. I'm sure that to just the average person, Andrea could seem like a little much, but she's not a jerk. Are you sure you're not just overthinking things?
It's not just that she looks a little too much on some people. She's actually acting like a crazy person at times when around me. Have you not seen the way she's been treating me for a while now, Gage?
Andrea just happens to be a little strict is all. She has no plans to make you feel bad about yourself or anything like that, I promise. She just happens to be a bit much for people, and it takes getting used to that kind of awkwardness from her. You can understand that, right?
Her awkwardness? She's not awkward about any of the things she does to me. If she was in some way just a little bit odd about things, I'd understand that. But she will literally tell me to my face at times that what she and your mom are doing is on purpose. I guess she really is winning this fight to make me look like I'm the bad guy here when all you can say is she's a little awkward and strict.
It's over with now. Now stop groveling about it and get on with life.
You think I'm groveling now? I have no idea why you're saying that about your own wife. Why am I the one paying off the loan for this house when everyone in the house is just going to look down on me and blame me for everything she does? It's not just your sister, Gage, but your mom who loves to pick on me and make me feel insignificant too.
I'm sorry about that. She just happens to choose the wrong wording at times. But listen, both my sister and my mom don't know a thing about you paying off that loan of the house for us. I bet if they knew about it, they'd never treat you the way you think they are.
Well, then I'm going to tell those two that I am the one paying for this house. I've had enough of those two constantly picking on me like I'm nothing to this family of yours.
No, hold on a second there. I'm asking you to please keep that a secret from me. Right now, they all believe that this house was bought by me and is being paid for by me as well. I don't want to disappoint either one of those two by saying that you're the one who's been paying for the place. You should understand where I'm coming from, right?
Then why do you bring up that point about them treating me horribly because they don't know? Like I should tell them if I don't want to be treated poorly? Do you have any idea what's going on here? You want me to stay quiet about that now because you don't want to be made fun of by them, all at the cost of having me picked on? I can't believe you, Gage. Why can't you just live with the fact that you're not the one making enough to buy a house? Who cares if they get disappointed in you for learning about that?
You've got it all wrong. If I told them that I lost my job and I'm not working right now, there'd be hell to pay. You already know yourself that those two can be rude and mean about things like that, right? The way things are right now are best for me. So please don't say a thing about the house loan. All right?
You really only seem to care about how you feel and nobody else now, huh? Don't you freaking forget that I could tell them the truth at any point, okay? And then you'd be in the doghouse way more often than I'm forced to be in it.
You threaten me like that? What has gotten into you, Sarah? Do you really think you can just threaten your own husband like that?
Well, I have to, as it's the only option I have left to try and protect myself from your mom and sister tormenting me. I can't deal with this kind of crap anymore from them when I'm the one paying for this house. You think I like giving up a lot of my money to this house when I can't even live in it comfortably?
All right. I'll let you know the right timing for when I can talk to them about all of this. So, for the time being, let's just enjoy this vacation and we'll handle all after this, okay? How did that sound? I'll do my best to make sure they don't mess with you anymore on this trip.
Ugh. We'll see how that goes. Because you always say things like this, but then always side with them in the end.
Well, I promise that on this trip, I will be on your side and make sure they don't pick on you. So please don't tell them any of that needless stuff about you in the house. Please?
Fine. This is a promise from you then, right? I'm going to make sure that you protect me like you're saying.
All right, you can leave my mom and Andrea to me.
Andrea? Where have you guys all gone? I feel that I've lost sight of you guys, and I'm not sure where to go. Do you want me to go wait out by the buses for you guys, or what?
That's right. I totally didn't tell you anything about this. This vacation is a family vacation. So since you're just a stranger to us, you'll have to be on your own.
What? What do you mean by all of that exactly?
I'm saying that this vacation is just for the family now, so you're not a part of it anymore. You aren't related to us by blood, right? So you're just a complete stranger then. None of us want some stranger on this family vacation with us.
Wait, hold it right there. If that was going to be the case, then why did you not tell me about this before getting on the plane with all of you?
Oh? Who was the one that slept in this morning and came to the airport late with us?
Yeah, but when I got on the plane with all of you, we sat right next to one another. Why are you only telling me things like this right now? You're just going to leave me by myself now in a place I have no idea about?
Well, the whole time we were on that plane, all you did was draw pictures and crap, right? I mean, that's totally embarrassing for me. You're not a 5-year-old anymore, right? So I didn't want anyone on the plane seeing me talk to someone like you. They might have thought I was your helper or something, right? Also, it doesn't matter if I told you or not about this, because I never reserved a room for you. So, there's no way of you trying to come after us to the hotel.
So from the start, you'd been planning on doing something as horrific as this to me?
Well, of course I have been. Because I was only in charge of planning the family vacation. That's no reason for me to have to worry about you being a part of it, even if you're married to Gage.
Why do you have to take things this far to show me that you hate me?
I don't hate you, Sarah. It's just that I only think of you as a complete stranger. And it's not only that you're just some stranger, but you're a freaking parasite too.
A parasite? I'm the parasite?
Well, I'm not wrong, am I? You're not even working a job on your own right now, and that's why you had to come to that new house with my brother. He was even the one to buy the house, so you've really done nothing and gained all sorts of things from him, haven't you? The only thing I think I've seen you do is the chores, but even then you suck at them. So to me, you're nothing more than a slimy parasite.
I am working a job right now, though, a full-time job at that. I just happen to work from home a lot of the time. But that doesn't mean that I'm not earning enough money to take care of myself.
Is that so? Sitting there on your laptop all day long doing nothing? Such hard work you're doing. Then why don't you go back to that house and keep on working while we enjoy this vacation? Maybe you can save up some of your own money then and come back out here in time to get your own hotel room.
Ugh, this is just hell now.
The only thing that's hell about all of this is having to deal with you all the time. You really thought you'd be able to come on this family vacation with us as a stranger? You have no hotel to stay at right now, so you'd better get yourself a ticket back home and stay there.
Yeah, I'm going to do that then.
We're not bringing any gifts back for you either. So grab what you can at the airport before you go.
Hey, Sarah. This is not what it looks like, so please just listen to me. I told them I was totally against what they did to you, but my sister was persistent in making you go home.
How long have you known about this plan of hers?
Hey, I didn't know that her plan was to just leave you at the airport and have us go to the hotel without you. That's why when we started to leave without you, I tried stopping her. I'm being serious right now.
You're really freaking out right now, aren't you? I'm sure you're only this worked up now because you're afraid I'll tell them the truth about the house.
I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you on this trip, Sarah. Even I can see that what she's done to you was taking things way too far. I really tried with all my might to get her to stop doing things like that to you. But even Mom was on board with leaving you at the airport and not having a room for you.
You made a promise to me that you'd stop them from doing all of this to me, right? But look where we are now. I can't trust you anymore, Gage. To be honest, you were probably getting a kick out of this yourself, right?
Why would I ever be happy about you being treated like that? I'm telling you, I tried my best to stop them. Hey! Please don't do anything you'll make me regret. Please!
Go ahead and enjoy that whole vacation you're on with them.
Hey!
Excuse you? What the hell is going on here, you? We just got back to our house, and as we walked in, there were other people living in it.
That's right. I forgot to tell you that I sold that house.
You sold it? Wait, how could you be able to sell this house on your own? And wait, why the hell are there strangers already living in it?
I just happened to have some friends who wanted a new house, and I so happened to be listing one. We've actually been talking about this for a long time now. I had already spoken with them about how the day after we left on that vacation, they could send a moving company over to clean it out for us.
I have no idea what you're even talking about right now. What the hell is the situation we're in? First, explain to me why you think you have the right to sell the house like that.
Well, I have a right to because that house was my house.
Huh?
Both you and your mom didn't know anything about it, of course, but the one paying $3,000 a month for that house was me.
No, the one paying for that house was Gage, right? And the house was a present my mom and I got from Gage.
Nope. That wasn't any of Gage's doing, I'm afraid. I was the one paying for the house, and my name was on that house since I started paying the loan on it. So naturally, I had the right to sell that place to whoever, whenever I wanted.
Wait, then how the hell were you paying $3,000 a month for the place? There's no way you could pay that much when you barely work.
I am a freelance illustrator. And about a year and a half ago, I won an amazing award for my work. Ever since being given that award, I've been asked to do loads of work for many companies, and that's what led to me being able to afford such things.
Is that right? So is that why you always wasted all your time drawing pictures like a 5-year-old? And wait, the fact that there were already other people living in this house after you only just sold it is way too fast, right?
And that's why I said to you that for a long time now, this has all been in talks between my friends and I. While you were planning out that trip for the family, I thought that timing would be the perfect chance to get the house sold. There wouldn't be any of you losers in the way, and I could get the house over to them while moving all our stuff out. And thankfully, my friends were huge helpers doing all of this. From buying the house to helping us all move out in time for them to move in before you all got home.
So, you're telling me that you had planned this all out even before you knew about the vacation?
Well, I just assumed that since it was a family vacation, you wouldn't invite me to come along with you all. But had you wanted me to actually come along, then I'd just fake being sick or something just before so that I could stay home. However, I never expected you to take things one step further by making a plan to not even have a hotel room for me and to just leave me at the airport.
Why would you take things this far?
That's because you and your family are all just horrible and toxic people, and I could not take living with you all anymore. And I thought the best way to give you all a taste of your own medicine would be by selling the house while you were all gone and then leaving you guys.
What the hell? No matter how you look at it, what you've done has gone way too far.
I wanted for this to be way over the top because that's what all you idiots deserve. After all, I'm just giving you guys a taste of what you've done to me, right?
Then what happened to all our things? Where is all our furniture and things?
Ah, and I was just getting to that. I rented out a storage unit and put all your things in there. I plan to give all that back to you guys when you're ready to go get it. But you should know that a lot of that furniture was stuff I bought, so it's coming with me.
Tell me then. Why did my brother lie to us about being the one to buy the house and everything all by himself? Everything you've said to me thus far has been all over the place, and I can't accept any of it. This has to be a stupid prank by him, right?
Stop trying to avoid the reality of your situation, Andrea. I'm sure if you just put your mind to it, you could think up the reason for why Gage lied to you. He's a big baby and is afraid of either one of you getting mad at him. And that brat is actually unemployed at the moment. Are you surprised by that?
Huh?
Not only could he not afford the house, but he couldn't even pay for the electricity or gas to the place, or even his own food. Right when he was trying to show off to your mom by saying he'd give her a new house, he was fired by his job. He didn't want to tell either of you about it, so he made me buy that place.
No way. That right there is obviously a lie. If that were really the case, that would mean he's been without a job for over 6 months now, right?
And he has been without a job for over 6 months. Go ahead and ask him yourself to hear about it. He's the #1 parasite in your family, by the way.
What the hell is going on?
Sarah, you went and told her, didn't you? Because of that, they're going to kick me out of the family. Why the hell have you done this to me?
I didn't do anything to make them kick you out of their family. I just told your sister the truth is all.
Are you sure you're really fine with what's happening here? You just told her that you sold that house without our permission and left? No matter what my mom and sister were doing to you, you've gone way too far.
Mom and sister? It wasn't just those two that I hated so much, but you as well, Gage. I'm finally going to be able to get rid of this cruddy husband with a divorce.
Huh? You planning to divorce me now?
Well, of course. Who the hell would want to make you their husband? I've been planning on all of this for a long time now and had to wait and wait and wait for the right moment. I've already got myself a lawyer to handle the divorce for me. So if you really want to try and fight this divorce, we can take this whole ordeal to court.
Hold on, can you just chill out for me? You could have at least given me some kind of a chance first. You still can.
I gave you plenty of chances already, Gage. I came to you over and over again to talk about how your mom and sister would bully me, right? But instead of ever taking what I was saying to you seriously, you'd go and take their side in the matter. A husband like that? I don't need one.
I wasn't siding with him all those times, though. I told you that I myself was in a tough spot and couldn't do anything for you. I know how those two jerks are, so...
So you're going to continue to use an excuse like that for it, all because you don't care for me as much as yourself? Goodbye forever. You can talk with my lawyer from now on about anything you have concerns about.
You freaking bastard!
What are you trying to do now, Andrea? Breaking and entering isn't a very light crime, you know? That house is no longer your guys' place to live, so just accept that.
Shut the frick up. The place is our house, whether anyone likes it or not. I'm not going to just accept my house being sold in a week and not having a place to live.
If you don't really like being kicked out of that house, then maybe you can think about how I never really liked being kicked out of the family vacation last minute.
I was never doing any of that to you out of hate, though. It's just that you and I didn't get along very often, and you're not my type.
Even Gage said something like that to me. About how your personality is just a little awkward and how you can be strict at times.
Ah, that's right. We totally got rid of Gage and kicked him out of the family. We told him we didn't want a man in our family that makes his wife work and pay for the whole house, and that's why he's gone now. He doesn't have a job or any money right now, so he's probably on the street somewhere begging. How's that? You should be a little happy to hear about something like that happening to him, right?
When you say I should be happy about something like that, what do you mean?
Well, look, we got rid of the problem for you, so now we don't have to fight like this anymore, right? We need your help now. We're going to have to go to court now for breaking and entering into that house.
Things are not over for you both just yet, though, even if my husband has met his end. I need to make sure you both get a taste of hell before I feel happy about what I've had to go through.
Wait a second. If my mom and I don't have somewhere to live, then what are we going to do? And if we have to pay fines and settlements now as well, then I can't even imagine what will happen then.
Perfect. This is what I want to see from you and your mom. The two of you crying for help from me or anyone else, but never getting it in the end. You actually think I'll help the two of you out now after everything?
You're a demon. How much further do you plan to rot? Right now, my mom and I are having to live in a homeless shelter. We barely have the money to pay for anything, so please, do you not feel sorry for any of this?
Your family are the only ones who have rotted to the core. And I don't feel sorry for a second of this top-notch entertainment I'm getting from you. Now tell me, Andrea, why did you hate me so much that you even took me on a trip where you planned to leave me with no hotel room?
I told you it's because you were a gosh dang parasite. Had I known that you were the one paying for the house, I would have never been so mean towards you. I'm serious. It's all my brother's fault for all of this after he decided to lie.
Well, you have a good point there. Well then, what do you want me to do for you both?
I want to borrow some money from you. Soon both my mom and I will be taken to court and sued for breaking into that house. Also, we're not going to be able to stay at this homeless shelter for much longer. If we can't do anything, we might have no chance against the justice system.
Is that so? Well, there is always this thing called a job that you can do to earn some of that money you so greatly need.
Hey! Help us! Please!
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to give up trying to get my help. I don't have it in me anymore to help out parasites like you guys. After that, both Andrea and her mom were taken to court by the people whose house they broke into, and were forced to pay fines and settlements to them in the city. They also had to find a hotel to live in for a while because the shelter house kicked them both out. And now their debt began to only grow bigger. Because of all that was going on, Andrea wasn't able to keep up with any work, and she was never able to help pay off any of that debt. A few months later, and those two are still living on the streets now, and have not changed their ways at all in order to find work or a home. And just as I thought they were starting to get a hold on things, they both vanished from this town for good. I am so happy to say that they both deserved what they got. When it comes to Gage, we had that divorce and it went over really well for myself. And as of right now, he's in a completely different city living on his own. The last thing I heard is that he found himself a job or something out there, and that he had no choice but to move closer to it because that was the only place he could find. I've now been able to get myself a new partner, and my work as an illustrator has only brought me more money, reminding me just how much better life is when you don't have parasites latched onto you. Even when telling my partner about what was going on with my ex-husband and his family, he'll smile at me and say I did the right thing pushing them all away. I think someday I'm going to make an illustration of that toxic family. And maybe it'll be a huge hit that I can make even more money off of. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.